Round and round it goes. When it stops, nobody knows. I love ice cold water. This is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You. And as you saw, we are looking at the Ice Jack. This is supposed to make our drinks cold within 2 minutes. Anyway, enough talk. Let's get right into this review. This thing retails for right around $40. Let's open it up to see how it works. The design of the Ice Jack is actually pretty impressive. We can see right here is the spot where we're going to charge it, and then this, of course, over here looks like where the on-off button is. And of course, we can see the micro USB cord is tucked right inside the Ice Jack itself, and we also see a warning not to turn the spinner by hand as that could damage it. I'm going to push the on-off button here just to see what happens, and hopefully there's some charge from the factory. Oh yeah, so that's cool. It's just spinning. And that actually makes sense. So the idea here is we're going to stick our can or our bottle inside the Ice Jack right here and set it in some ice and let it spin. I am going to see how long this thing takes to spin for, so once I turn it on, I'm going to start the timer. I'll come back to video after this has stopped. As it was spinning, I decided to read through the directions, and it does say the timer automatically stops after 2 minutes. I'm about a minute into this, so we'll see if in the next minute it shuts off. Just like clockwork, at the 2-minute mark, it absolutely shut off. Before we do anything else, I am going to charge it, and like I said before, you have an included cord. It's only about 8 inches long, so I'm gonna have to bring something right up here to charge next to it. After reading through the directions, we are supposed to have about a 90-minute charge time. While testing this, I've run the battery down a few times. I did want to point out that when this battery's dead or it's not really working anymore, you will see a red light when it's charging, and when it's fully charged, that light will be green. You can sort of see that faint red light down there. The directions tell us 90 minutes for a full charge, and it took ours just under 60 minutes. In order to put the Ice Jack to the full test, I have cans and bottles of different sizes, and I am very excited to see if this works. The idea with the Ice Jack is you take the can or the drink, and it's the bottom end in, and I'm gonna go in on an angle, and I'm gonna push so then it lines up and goes right on inside the Ice Jack. You might have to maneuver it a little bit, but that's what you should have. I will say there is a break-in process sort of, because the first few times I tried this, I would put the can in and then it would pop right out. So just keep being persistent, because now they just stay in. From here, we're actually supposed to put the can into the ice and completely surround it, and then we're gonna push the button to turn it on, making sure the can is completely surrounded in ice. First test, we're gonna try just a regular can of soda. I've had these 3 cans of soda sitting out in room temperature for about a week, and they're all right around the same temperature. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave this one out. I'm gonna put this one in the ice, and this one right here, I'm gonna have on the Ice Jack, and we're gonna spin it for 1-2 minute section, and we're gonna see the difference in temperature. All right, so I just put that one in the ice. This one we're gonna bury in the ice, just like this, cover it. All right, now let's hit the button. In 2 minutes from now, this thing will end, and I'm going to check the temperature on all 3. I am impressed with how fast it's moving in the ice. I did see that they like it if you keep the ice around or on the can as much as you can as it's spinning. So there you go. It just ended, so we're gonna take it out. We'll take the other one out too. Let's check our temperatures. First we'll check is our control can. Pop it open. It looks like we're right there around 68 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, let's check the can that was just sitting in the ice for 2 minutes. A little colder. All right, so it looks like we're right about maybe around 59 degrees Fahrenheit, 60. So it did drop a little bit. Now, the one that's been spinning in the Ice Jack. Oh, it didn't even pop. We can definitely see it's a whole lot colder. It actually worked. That is very cool. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty impressed with a 24-degree Fahrenheit drop in just 2 minutes. We've already proved that it works on cans. I got it down as low as 44 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm gonna run this through 2 cycles to see if we can get it even colder. All right, we just finished our first time. Let's do it again. I wasn't paying attention. I heard some noise. It looks like some of the ice got moved, and now the can stopped spinning, but the Ice Jack started to, so make sure your Ice Jack is stable. Now for the moment of truth. When we ran it through one time, we went from 68 degrees Fahrenheit to 44 degrees Fahrenheit. Now we've run it through 2 cycles. That's a total of 4 minutes. Look at that, it's even colder yet. Let's see when it stops. It's actually really impressive, and I love my soda ice cold. So tell me, what are your thoughts of the Ice Jack? Something you would use? Not so much? Let me know down in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. We have proved our concept with the can. Now let's try it on a bottle. Just like the can, we put the bottle in. Now let's stick it in our cooler. All right, let's turn it on. You can see it spinning. Oh, our Ice Jack started spinning again. All right, so we're gonna hold that for just a little while. See if I can bury that nice to make that not spin. Nope, I'm just gonna hold it for this 2-minute process. What do you say? Check that out. You can actually see the drink spiraling around in there. I sure hope it doesn't burst on me. Keeping it covered in ice. I ended up wedging some ice right there under the Ice Jack. Hopefully that'll keep still and let the bottle spin. I actually sent the glass bottle through the Ice Jack 2 times, so I went for a total of 4 minutes because that's how we've seen the best results. I am a little nervous to open this one. When we open the can, there was no explosion. Hopefully there's no explosion when we open the bottle. Oh, as you look at that, there is no explosion. Let's put our thermometer in there. Let's get a closer look at this thing. We went from room temperature, which I'm guessing is right around 68, just like the other ones were. And look at that, we're down to about 46 degrees, 45 degrees Fahrenheit in just a matter of minutes. That's pretty convenient. I don't really think the Ice Jack is intended for these bigger cans. I've tried time and time again to get this to go on this can. Actually, I've dropped the can a few times. And it looks like it gets to go on it, but then it just spits it right out. So I don't think you're intended to use this on the larger cans. That being said, these slim cans slide right in. I think I got this water bottle to stick. I'm gonna try that out. I just sent this ice water through with the Ice Jack for about a 2-minute period, just one series. Let's see. I can check the temperature of this water. We were sitting at room temperature. Now we are dropping, not as fast as the other drinks, but we got down from 68 to 52. That's pretty good. I'd probably run it through again just if I wanted it extra cold, but it is impressive. Actually, you know what? I think I am going to run this through because I want to see if I can close this bottle and run it through the Ice Jack. Here's a moment of truth. I'd already opened this bottle of water. Didn't like that it wasn't cold enough. I put it back in. Let's see if it's any colder. I think I got down as low as 52 on the first round. Look at that. It's already dropped down to 46 now. Yeah, just right around 46, 45. Wow, I do like it. I will say there is some weight to this, and I put it on a scale, and it's 11.2 ounces, so it actually is a pretty good size weight. When I went to charge it for the first time, the directions tell you just to take your fingernail and pop this out, but I couldn't do that, so I ended up using a little tiny screwdriver. There is a pretty deep plug, and my guess is they don't want any kind of moisture getting into the charge port, which makes sense, but just know you might need something else besides your fingernail to get out the plug. The opening of this is right about 2 inches, so you're not going to get any can smaller than that. Also, you saw that I was only really able to get the size of a typical soda can as it didn't stretch out as far to get the wider can. I've actually tested this out quite extensively. So I charged it up, put a can in, dropped it in the ice, and ran it until it stopped. And then I did that again and again and again and again. And I was able to run that 45 times before it no longer went for 2 minutes. On the 46th time, it was like 30 seconds, and then 10 seconds, and then, well, it just stopped. In my opinion, 45 times, that's about 90 minutes of use. If that's not enough to meet your cooling needs, then, well, get a second Ice Jack. In this video, we were taking a look at the Ice Jack. So what did I think of it? First things first, let's talk about price. It retailed for right around $40, which is about $10 more than the chill-o-mattic, but in my opinion, you can do a whole lot more with it. I'm talking about, yes, you can use cans, but you can also use bottles, and my favorite part is sticking it right in your cooler of ice and not having to put it inside your little tiny contraption. I do think there was a little bit of a learning curve right at the beginning, but after I figured out how to use the Ice Jack, it actually was pretty easy and convenient. There were a few times where that Ice Jack would go spinning and the bottle or can would stay stationary, so just make sure you have this in a place where you can put that Ice Jack in the ice and it's not gonna move. In the end, did it do what it was supposed to do? Yes. The first 2 minutes, I lowered it from about 68 to 44, and then I did it for another 2 minutes, and it was ice cold in the 30s, and that was awesome. This is definitely something I'm going to take with me the next time I go out camping or whatnot. If I wanted to have a quick, cool drink before everything else cools down, I have my ice jack. I was pleasantly surprised with the battery consumption, a short charge, and it worked for about 90 minutes in my opinion. I was like, whoa, that's actually really convenient. I did reach out to the company and they seemed really cool and they walked me through their process and how they developed this product. You know what? I'm gonna link their Instagram account down below, so make sure to check that out too. Anyway, if this is something that interests you, I will leave a link down in the description. This is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You. As always, thanks for stopping by and I hope you have a great day. As I was reviewing the ice jack, it made me think of another product I reviewed called the chill-o-mattic, and what you do on that one is you stick a can inside this handy dandy compartment, you surround it with ice and just spin it for a couple minutes, and that one you get ice cold drinks as well. What I like about the ice jack a little better is I can just stick that in the cooler, plus if you remember, my chill-o-mattic kept separating from the suction cup and didn't spin very long. In this video, we were taking a look at the ice jack. It turns your warm drink into a cold drink in just about 2 minutes. And you know what? I also showed you the chill-o-mattic. It's a review I did not that long ago. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna link that one right up here. And I would love it if you would click on this link. And when you do, by the magic of the internet, I'm gonna join you right here. So go ahead, click it. It's safe, I promise.